We don't even know where to look. How'd the search for Sheba turn out? We were unable to find any sign of her. Terrific. The seas are too rough to search. And there's no sign of her on land. Toby is responsible for Sheba's fate. What? No apology can reflect the sorrow I feel at your loss, Farron. All I can do for Sheba now is hope. But tell me, what of Jenna and the others? The same. We searched all over, but there's nowhere to be found. The ground tore apart from the shock of the lighthouse and the ship. Apparently, everything at Idajima, including the ship, was swept away. Where is Idajima? So Idajima itself was washed out to sea? Sounds like it. What is Idajima? Was that the ship that... Huh. Incredible. And the cave too has been flooded? Okay. But we think Jenna and the others are still alive. They may have been washed out to sea with Idajima. We've decided to continue searching for Jenna. Haven't we, Isaac? Yeah, might as well. Nothing else to do. Besides, we're kicked out of town anyway. Not worried about Sheba. I just hope you are able to find Jenna. Now we can find them both. We will find Sheba without fail. Sheba has been in dangerous situations before and lived. But this time I believe it was nothing short of a miracle. We need to see who would rise up to the lighthouse just as she fell. Oh! Ha-ha! How about that? Can you really call that a miracle? Sure sounds like it to me. I think it was just good luck. Let's call it mere coincidence for now. Nothing is coincidental when it comes to this child. So you believe Sheba survived? Yes, I am sure of it. Just because Sheba was an adept? That doesn't make much sense, but okay. An adept? What is that? Oh, you got out of the loop, yeah. It's, I thought you explained to him why we were special. It's someone with abilities like theirs. Isaac, you and your friends are truly amazing. You were able to enter the ancient ruins and get to Venus Lighthouse. But Sheba was different. She couldn't enter the ruins. That's true. That's just because Sheba's abilities are different from theirs. No matter how many times I explain that to Farron, he doesn't get it. You haven't done any explaining at all, Garrett. Garrett, don't be rude. Unfortunately, we don't have time to talk. We've got to go. That's right. I didn't mean to keep you. That didn't come out right. Didn't? Which part? I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. We mean that while we're talking, Jenna and the others are lost at sea. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a problem, huh? I understand your desire to leave as soon as possible. The seas have been very rough since the beacon was lit. Be careful. You too. Farewell. Take care and farewell. Thank you very much. I hope your search for Sheba yields success. Ladivero! Yay! Okay. This is kind of awkward based on what I'm planning to do. I've got to keep playing because there's not enough room left in the game for another full episode. So I'm going to keep playing and not talk to anybody. Please, please wait for me outside Farron's house. I wish to speak with you. Okay, yeah. I'm honestly not entirely certain what I'm going to do because there is not enough room. Where are you going, Isaac? I didn't ask us to wait. Did you forget? No. I know we need to leave, but we should hear what Item has to say. Yeah! We can delay our departure a little while. Let's wait. Fine. Thank you for waiting for me. Are we going to get an hour long of recording time in a minute? I'm going to be so confused. As you no doubt have guessed, I need to speak with you about Lemuria. Oh yeah, the the island of the ancients far out to sea. When you could not find Jenna, you returned to Venus Lighthouse. Yeah, the base of the lighthouse was flooded, so we couldn't get out. And that's when you gazed out to sea as you promised Babby you would. Oh yeah, we did do that. Yeah. And we saw an area wrapped with mist. Oh yeah, that might be it. I remembered how Babby said Lemuria was always covered in mist. I am not sure, but I am beginning to think that it may be Lemuria. If it is, then Babby's life could be saved? Yes. Then I guess we have no choice but to go. I guess we did promise to do that. Yeah, darn it! Good, then it's settled. I'll make arrangements for you to leave at once. But we have to find Jenna first. That is the other reason I wanted to see you, to give you this. Ooh. Oh, isn't that... Yeah, Mia can't see. I'm in front of her. You will need this to sail Babby's ship. I thought the ship we saw at Aijima was Babby's. Oh, is that where it was? When was it called Aijima? I don't remember. The ship is here in Lalivero. Oh, wait, huh? How'd I do that? How did you do that? How did we do that? How'd that happen? So the ship at the peninsula was Satoros' ship. Oh, okay. Perhaps, but we have no way of finding that out now. Yeah, it's kind of gone. But now we can sail the ship of the ancients. It certainly will aid us in our search for Jenna. Babby told me the ship of the ancients is an incredible vessel. It will make our search for Jenna easier. We appreciate it. But I want you to find Lemuria as soon as possible. We promised Babby we would find Lemuria. We will not fail him. Did he get my pocket? The ship is docked at the edge of town. You will know it when you see it. Farewell, and bring back news of Lemuria. Oh, well, thank you. Right on, Isaac, we finally get to see the ocean. To sea we go! Da 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 da! It is time to depart. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, Bobby's ship. Oh, that's what you were guarding, huh? Out of my way. I was told to let you in if you showed up. The door is open. Right, Babby's most precious possession. Where is it? Oh. The Lemurian ship. Rise, my servant. And the beds are going to be soaked when we get in. Welcome back to dry air. Yeah. It looks like it's finally time to leave Gondolin. It's so strange, we've been traveling for so long, and it feels like we've only just begun. Now that I think about it, so many things have happened. But our journey will be over as soon as we find Jenna, right? I don't think so. Probably not. What'd you just say? Our next journey. What journey is that? You didn't forget, did you, Garrett? I promised to Babby. Oh, Lemuria! I wonder what kind of place Lemuria is. We have to find Jenna before going to Lemuria, don't we? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I and M seem to agree on that. Just like Garrett. Agreeing with Garrett, that's never a good sign. At any rate, this will be our first time on the ocean. But not our first time on a ship. So this is the ocean Kraden wanted me to see. The seas are very rough. Do you think we'll be okay? Yeah, we'll be fine. We're all adepts. This is a Lemurian ship. Yeah, that too. Well, shall we then? To see. Jenna is waiting for us. A lady doesn't jump, she hops. Oh, there's the Golden Sun theme song. And I guess now we're finally at the end of the game. Whew! That took forever. 40-minute episode? Yeah, I'm breaking that up into parts. Okay. My complaint about this game is that during conversations, everybody has to wiggle like a bobblehead when they talk, or before they talk, or anything like that. Are you alright? Wiggle. Yes, I am. What about you? Wiggle, wiggle. Yes, I am. And it's not a bad thing, but it does look kind of silly, and it sort of detracts from the experience. Aside from that, this was a good game with a really good story, and I loved it. In fact, I loved it so much, I'm just going to say it right now. I'm going to play the sequel sometime soon. The sequel for Game Boy Advance, that is. Golden Sun, what was it? The Lost Age? The Lost Chapters? Or was it Dark Dawn? I don't know. Anyway, I have said quite a few times that we have done some things in preparation for something at the end of the game. Well, the sequel is it. After the credits are all over, I am going to get a password of sorts to link this game to the next game. So whenever I get around to doing the next game, we'll be able to, well, start up the next game from this game. It won't just be from one game to another. It's almost like Legend of Zelda Oracle series. Connect the games and finish the full story. You'll be able to get the full story effect if you just go out and buy the sequel of the game and carry on. But there's going to be some stuff included in the next game if we did certain things in this game. Such as talking to the mayor of Vault about the thieves that escaped from jail, or completing the Coliseum tournament and becoming champion, and even defeating Deadbeard the Undead Pirate in Crossbone Island, along with some other stuff that I'm sure I've forgotten. But when I get around to doing the sequel, we are going to see some things that will harken back to this game. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, highly consider doing so if you want to see the next game come out and everything linked to stuff I did. In fact, all the items that I collected, everything in my inventory at the end of the game, will make a difference in the sequel too. There will actually be a different protagonist in the next game. I already know who it's going to be. But every item that we have right now in our party will come into play during the next game at some point for some reason. Whew, the credits are over a little earlier than I expected, actually. And there's supposed to be something that comes after this. I pushed a button. Save your adventure? Yes, please. You cannot resume your adventure with this data. Carefully choose a place to save your data. This one. Yeah. Because I'm not going to come back to this game. Huh. It's a ship that looks like an island. Oh hey, there they are! Oh, Kraden, how long will this island continue to drift? I've got seasickness on land. I don't know, I wish you could tell me. Sheesh, you're no help in times like this. Hey, I'm hungry. How can you think about food? I wonder what happened to my brother. When did they separate? I can't be certain, but it looks like they lit the Venus beacon. You don't have to tell me that. That's how we wound up adrift at sea, right? We're so cranky today, Jenna. Being kidnapped does that. Well, I suppose you must be worried about Felix. Isaac and his friends must have been nearby too. They probably were. I miss them. Isaac, Felix. Oh yeah, and there's that guy too. A shame you survived. There's something I wish to show you. Walk this way. Walk this way! Oh! Felix and Sheba. Well, that's a coincidence. Oh, I guess they survived too. Alive somehow. What is this? Alex, what happened? But we'll save that for the sequel. You didn't have a reason to come back already. There's one for you. Oh, that was a good ending. That makes you look forward to the sequel. There's gonna be a sequel, said all the kids back then. Yep, and I think they had to wait a year or two for it to come out. Hate it when you have to wait that long, but still. Man, this is a good game. Looking forward to doing the next one, but it's not gonna be the next one. Hoi! Actually, I have a question for you guys. I normally save the viewer comment questions for things like Morrowind and... Morrowind. But I used a guide to get through this game. It's no secret, and this game would have probably been much longer if I hadn't used it, because there's a lot of confusing stuff, and we got to unlock some stuff for the next game, which is honestly a very good thing. But me constantly referring to the guide, I don't know, I feel it's sort of detracted from the entertainment value, so I'd like to ask you guys a question. There is another RPG I am planning to do, and we're getting into the opening of the game again because I waited too long. Yeah, here's actually the beginning of the game. Somewhat soon in the future, but to my understanding, I'm just going to turn this down. To my understanding, the game is very difficult. So, I want to ask you guys, if I decide to do this game, I'm going to have to use a walkthrough to get through it because it's really difficult and really hard. But if it detracts from the entertainment value too much, I'm not going to do it. So for everybody watching it who somehow stuck around through the multiple endings of this video this long, tell me your opinion. Is it okay if I use a guide to get through RPGs that are really complex and have to involve a lot of backtracking and stuff like this? I can't link it to future games, to my knowledge. I'm quite positive I can't. But if I do that game, another game I haven't played before, I will have to use a guide, and I don't know. Is it okay with you guys if I eventually get around to playing this game? I will have to use a guide. Is it okay if I use a guide? If not, I won't do that game and I'll choose some other stuff to play. But if it is okay, then that's another game I'll end up playing. And hopefully pretty soon. I've tried to play it like 5 times now, and well, maybe not 5, but quite a few. And I haven't been able to finish it. I figure if I play it on the channel, I'll actually get through it for once. But I'll leave that up to you guys. What do you think I should do as far as using a walkthrough? And even in future games too, this will apply to games in the future. If I do use a walkthrough for them, there's actually a couple I have in mind that I might need to use a walkthrough for at some point, but I want your guys' opinion. Is it okay if I use a walkthrough for future games? This game was the first time I've ever done something like this, and I never heard any feedback throughout the LP, so I assume it's a good thing. But let me know your opinions, and I'll keep that in mind for future recording sessions. For the time being, thank you everybody for joining me for the finale of Golden Sun. I had to break it up into parts somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but thanks for joining me. Click the like button if you liked the epilogue. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so you can see what happens when I eventually get to the sequel of Golden Sun. And I don't know, honestly, why they called this game Golden Sun. There wasn't a whole lot of gold involved, except for a couple items that were yellow, and we didn't get many sun references, so why is it called Golden Sun? Maybe it's something they're planning for the sequel. I don't know. I hope so, because I want answers. And you know what else we haven't gotten answers for that I just remembered? Back when Isaac learned Reveal, there was a Jupiter adept, the one who taught it to him, that had a big secret to tell him that he would only reveal when he was done with his quest. We didn't get to that during this game. Is that saved for the sequel too? That's something I really want to know now. Now I'm looking forward to playing the sequel even more than before. Well, I'm not going to delay it any longer. I hope you subscribe and continue to stick around for new LPs in the future. Next one is planned. It's not the Golden Sun sequel yet, but we'll get around to it pretty soon. Until then, see you guys next time. Take care.